Hello, I'm going to do the daily bonus reading, and this is for the collective, and this is also timeless, so this is for whenever you feel drawn to hear this message. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Tower. We have the Three of Swords. And the Knight of Cups. I don't know, I feel one more. Okay. All right, my first energy that comes to my mind is you can do it. You can do it, okay? You can move past this. You can do it. So for overall energy, we have the Three of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. So that is about obviously getting past some heartbreak, getting past a difficult situation, and then being able to reach out, to start new, to start fresh, to move past it. It's almost like the Knight of Cups is moving this way, and he's moving away from this Ten of Swords and from this Three of Swords, which is, Three of Swords can represent, feeling stabbed, in the heart 3 different times. It also can represent that disconnect. That distance, so it could be physical distance between you and someone that you're not living in the same area, or it could also be that emotional distance that you have with someone. Sometimes you're living with someone, but you feel like you're just roommates. You're just not connecting on any level. So I feel that you are able to move past that with tens or completion. So getting past that situation, you can do it. So for current energies, we have the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. So that is making those choices that are best for you and rising above a situation. And it could have to do with a friend, or it could be with a partner that you used to have a friendship with, that you felt that they were your best friends, but maybe, the two of you, sometimes, relationships have those ups and downs. And when you're with someone for a long time, you're going to have those difficult times, but it's being able to rise above the situation and to be the bigger person, to know that this is somebody that you want to have a connection with. This is someone that you want to get back to that friendship, but it's something that you have to, there are some things that maybe you were holding on to that you have to let go of. Now, this also could represent that this represents a breakup. It was maybe someone that you were seeing, that you were dating, and the two of you just recently had a breakup, and that you are separated right now. That one of you has walked away, or you feel you need to walk away for your emotional well-being. For future energies, we have the Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower. I feel like time needs to go by, but in order for you to have this relationship work out, that it has to be rebuilt. It's like this relationship has to be 2.0. It has to be, things have to change. It has to be approached in a different way. It has to be rebuilt. There are things that have to be let go of, and there are things that have to be rebuilt. This relationship has to be stronger. We have the sun, which is bursting through the Tower here. This also could represent that if this is a breakup that you are getting over and you are moving past, that before you get into new relationships, that you have to, it's almost like you have to rebuild yourself. Like you have to think about this relationship and use this as an example that maybe whatever went wrong or whatever was happening there, that you don't want to have that happen again, that you don't want to go through that again. And what are those things that you can change? What are those things that you can approach differently so that you don't have to go through that again, because you don't want to go through that again, okay? And it could just be your own beliefs in that you have to rebuild for yourself, that you deserve a good relationship, that you deserve a positive relationship, you deserve a relationship where you are having that love returned to you, that you are putting out, that it's not one-sided. So I'm kind of feeling like two different things here. I feel like, because it's a general reading, I feel like for some of you it's about rebuilding a relationship that you've had some difficulties with, that you had this friendship and then you've kind of grew apart, but then the two of you, you're trying to figure out how to get this relationship back on track, but knowing that things have to be rebuilt, things have to be stronger, and things have to change within the relationship. Or it's some of you who are walking away or leaving a relationship because you are making the choices that are better for yourself, but the next time around in a new relationship, you're taking that time to yourself to learn and grow, but you know that in a new relationship, what it is you want and what it is that you don't want, that you don't want to go through what you went through before. And that's a good thing to do, you know, when you have that breakup, when you end a relationship, having that time to yourself to sort those things through. Okay, we have the Judgment card with the Seven of Wands, which is having that awakening and realizing that you need to make the choices that are best for you. You need to stand up for yourself, okay? Kind of having that, oh my gosh, like, you know, I really need to start looking out for myself. I need to be my own best friend and make the choices that are best for me. So that could be what the Queen of Pentacles is being your own best friend and looking out for yourself, and, you know, having that aha moment and realizing, yeah, I need to look out for my own emotional well-being. And maybe it is about you not holding on to things. Maybe it is that you kind of have all of these little tidbits in the back of your mind that, you know, you're kind of hanging on to maybe use in the future, or that little things that are bothering you and you just can't seem to let those things go, and realizing that, hey, I shouldn't be holding on to those things because it's not doing me any good. It's kind of weighing me down with all of this negative energy that I'm keeping. Looking towards those opportunities that come in, looking towards the positive. I feel like it's looking towards that Ace of Cups, where you have your cup overflowing and that you have that, you know, emotional happiness that is going on, because you know that you are making the choices that are best for you. Okay, the Star card, hope. Having hope, staying in that positive energy, whether it's working through this relationship, deciding what is best for you. Do you want to work through this relationship? Do you want to move past this relationship? Do you want to move on? Do you want to hang on to this energies? You know, are you letting the situation take control of you? Do you want to hold on to these energies? Do you want to hold on to these Eight of Cups? You know, is that something that you want to do? Is that really useful to you? Death card, perfect. Death card. There is a lot of transformation here. I mean, there is a lot that is going on with you, especially right here in this corner, the Death card, the Eight of Cups, and the Tower. There is definitely something that you need to move on from. I don't know if it's a relationship, or it is just energy within yourself that you were holding on to, a lot of negativity. The Death card represents that you're holding on to something that is holding you back from moving forward, okay? I definitely feel like this Death card represents those Eight of Cups. There are Eight of Cups that you were holding on to. Some hurt, you know, definitely some hurt. And that is stopping you from growing. That is stopping you from, the situation is holding you back. Okay, the Death card also represents, on the other side, it's let those things go so you can transform, okay? So you can change, so you can evolve, so you can become stronger, so you can release that, okay? We have Seven of Cups. Look at that. You have the Tower again. Wow. Seven of Cups. This could you know, it seems like it's very emotionally heavy. It's very emotionally heavy for you. It's a lot of work that that you are going through. There's a lot that you're going through. There's a lot that's happening for you, but the tower also represents something that is built on a false foundation, but it's tearing that down and letting, you know, having you rebuild it on a stronger foundation, whether that is your own perspective of yourself or the perspective of a relationship, or you making the choices that are better for you. Sometimes, you know, we kind of let other people take control of our situation and we kind of leave it in their hands, but I feel like this is where it's time for you to take control and of your destiny and of what you want to have happen. Okay, shaking things up. I feel like there's a big shakeup. There's a lot of things going on here, but I feel that I feel that you're ready for it. I feel like you're ready for that opportunity. We have the judgment. That judgment card is that kind of having that aha moment, realizing, yeah, I got to make some changes here. I've got to make some changes. I've got to really open my eyes here and rebuild some things. I've got to rebuild my relationships. I've got to rebuild the relationship with yourself first before you can move on from that. You can do it, okay? The Ace of Swords. For some reason, I just was having like a karmic lesson that you've. This is finishing a karmic lesson. I feel like it is something that has happened to you again and again and again, but this time around you're like, I'm not going to let it happen to me again. All right, a karmic lesson is completed, that you finally realize, oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. You finally realize, like you open up your eyes and you finally realize that this is not how you don't want to go through this cycle again. I'm emotional because I feel like this has been me, you know, like I've had these moments where you finally realize you're like, I've got to make some changes here. I've really got to make some changes. And you're like, I've got to look out for myself, okay? I've got to look out for myself. I've got to surround myself with people and situations, and I've got to choose better for myself. And here the sun is bursting through the tower, and it's like, yeah, like let the sun shine through, you know, like not being in the darkness, not being in this heaviness, but letting the sun shine through and focusing on that. And yes, it's something hard to do, and I feel like you've kind of gone through this cycle so many times, and you're like, finally you're like, I get it, you know, I've got to move past it. I've got to make the choices that are best for me. I can't hold back. It's time for me to change something up. Things have got to change, okay? Looking out for you. He's kind of like, I feel like he's got that pentacle against his chest, and he's like, I'm looking out for me. I'm looking out for me, okay? Those rewards for me. It's not being selfish. I don't feel like sometimes it's selfish in a good way, though, because you have to surround yourself with people that help you to grow and help you to move on from this cycle that I feel that you've been in. All right? Look at that. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles here, like, has this heaviness, like, not looking out for yourself, not making the best choices for yourself. She has this heaviness. But this Queen of Pentacles here, she's got a big smile on her face. And look at her. She's blooming. She's glowing. She's blossoming, okay? She's feeling happy. She's feeling emotionally better. And I feel like that's you. It's like evolving. I almost see like the evolving here. I can feel the evolution of this person going through these things. But the biggest thing is having this awakening to, I've got to stand up for myself, and I've got to look out for myself and make those choices that are best for me and let go of those things that are holding me back. I mean, we have the Two Towers, the Death, and the Eight of Cups. There's major transformation here, but you can do it. And that's what I felt from the very beginning. And you could see this evolving where, you know, it was this heavy energy, and then it turned into the, you know, the Ace of Swords and moving past it, and the Wheel having that change. Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters, not being in the turbulence, not being in the craziness, not being in the drama, and moving forward from that, and having the sun burst through the tower to where the sun is shining, and with overall energy of the Ten of Swords, yes, getting past a difficult situation. But it's, you have to realize that you have to make the best choices for you and let go what holds you back. And sometimes that can be a tough thing, and it can definitely take some time, but that's realizing that and looking out for yourself really changes things around. And like I was saying, that karmic lesson of doing the same thing over and over and over again until you realize, like, I'm not going to do it anymore. I got to make some change, and moving on and feeling stronger and feeling good about yourself. Whew. That was a cool reading. I like that one. I hope you did too. I hope that resonated. And it's just, even if it's just that realizing that change needs to happen, and taking steps from there. It doesn't mean everything's going to happen at once. This is something that happens over time, but realizing that there is something that needs to be changed is the first step. All right, so we have Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Yes, that's this reading, is set healthy boundaries to those people that are around you, that maybe there are some toxic people, and you have to set those healthy boundaries to say, yeah, like, I care about you, but I don't want to be involved in the drama because it's affecting me. Realizing those things that are affecting you and making those changes to set those healthy boundaries for yourself, to protect yourself from that energy, okay? To protect yourself, to look out for yourself. It doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. It has to do with you, you know, and that's what you need to say, is that it doesn't have anything to do with you. It has to do with me, and me staying in a healthy energy. And then we have Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. My goodness, is that perfect or what? This says a rebirth right here. This is, you know, evolving. A rebirth of you to a better place, to a stronger place, for choosing you. I love it. Wow, this is a powerful reading. I love it. A rebirth, and that's definitely you. Right there, I feel like that with the Star card is that rebirth, and then the Ace of Swords. All right, very exciting. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.